What's Up Collective. I love this one. We got a new cartoon one. It kind of looks like Minnie Mouse, and it's fitting for what I'm about to put out in a little bit. I'm putting up just to like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just cute to me. I associate, sorry, I'm having brain issues. I'm still recovering from my brain injury, but my speech is getting a lot better. However, today sucks. So sorry. Mickey and Minnie remind me of my grandparents. My dad's parents, who are both unfortunately deceased now. So every time I see Mickey and Minnie, I immediately think of them because they were that kind of couple. Like, everybody knew them as one solid entity, and they were very sweet and loving and classical and old school. I don't know why I associate my grandparents with Mickey and Minnie. They didn't like, I mean, they liked Mickey and Minnie. It was like the first cartoon they ever had, you know, so. But they didn't like have it around their house or anything. So I don't know, other than they played all the Disney movies for us. They made sure they bought all the VHS tapes, and we had this shelf, and when we went to my grandparents, we could just go pick out a movie and put it in the VHS. Everyone that came out, they bought it because they had mad grandkids, you know what I mean? So we had the whole VHS collection. Then it turned to the DVDs for the next generation. So I think that's why, because they really genuinely created my love of film with The Wizard of Oz as one of the first movies I got hooked on. And then my stepmom, when she married my dad, she had a tape of it at her house, so I'd only get to see it at my grandparents' or my stepmom's house. We didn't have a VHS player at my mom's house because she was a hippie. I didn't even get a TV. I was majority with my mom, but my parents split custody, so whenever my dad had time, he would come and pick us up. It wasn't like a scheduled thing, but I always saw my dad, I was with my mom more, and I was with my grandparents all the time whenever my mom needed a break or babysat. Both my mom's parents and my dad's were very active grandparents. I was very blessed to have great grandparents, and I still have my other two grandparents. They live in Arkansas. Shout out to you, Grandma and Grandpa. Love you. And they're doing well. My grandpa had some health stuff this year, but he's in his late 90s, okay? Well, mid-90s. I would say mid-90s. And he still bikes every day, goes golfing every day, carries his own clubs. He's in better shape than most people in their 20s. So, shout out to Grandpa. He's like my ultimate, like, superior strong man. He always will be. Like, nobody's tougher than my Grandpa Smith. And my Grandpa Oot was very tough too, but he was more of like a mental tough, and you know, he had some ailments where he couldn't be as active. He actually was seated most of my life. He got paralyzed from the flu shot when it first came out. What is it called? Guillain-Barré, something like that. I have it too. I was tested for the gene, so I don't ever get the flu shot. I did not get the COVID shot because, in my opinion, it was too close to the flu shot. My grandpa got paralyzed from a shot. Like, he was just walking around, having a normal, healthy life, and the flu shot came out, and he didn't want to get the flu, so he trusted the medical professionals, and he went in and he got a shot, and it ruined his life. He could stand up and he could take a couple steps at a time, but that was his life because of a shot. It's crazy. So make sure you get tested for that, and your children get tested for that. I don't know if it's Guillain-Barré, Guillain-Barré. I've heard it said a million different ways. I don't know what exactly the term is. I'm not a doctor, but I have it, so I just stay away from all vaccines in general. I've had COVID a total of 5 times. I didn't die. I'm lucky in that sense. Probably wouldn't have had it so much if I could be vaccinated, but I just don't want to risk walking. I don't think anyone that I talked to ever said, well, who cares? You should go get it anyway. If you have that gene, most people understand why you won't. You know, nobody wants to spend the rest of their life in a wheelchair. Yeah, sure, you don't get COVID, but now you can't walk. It's not a very fair trade-off. And nobody can tell you if it's going to happen to you or not. If you have the gene, it could happen or it might not. And it's like roll the dice. That's my blue jay, by the way. He's got a big mouth. That's Raspberry. Raspberry, get it? Blue Raspberry. He is a lot louder than his brother Bluey. Bluey is more subtle. He'll wait till he comes over and he'll just give me one or two. But Raspberry's like going off right now. It's like, peanuts! Peanuts are outside! I put the non-salted, fully cased peanuts out there. They fucking love it. Blue Jays love peanuts. And I put, for my cardinal, I put the already shucked sunflower seeds. It's like $1 something for like a tube. I just throw a couple handfuls out and they'll come and eat those. So if you want some Blue Jays and you want some cardinals to come, those foods, they bring them. Bring all the birds, really. Anyway, my main point of doing this, very briefly, I'm from upstate New York, and in my generation coming up, Jersey Shore was fucking huge with all the people that I came up with, hung out at the time. It was like right around college age for me, I think. Like, I don't know. They're around my age. I'm 39. Some of them are a little bit younger than me. Some of them are older. It's like right in the middle there, but I don't remember how old I was when that shit came out, but, you know, they feel me. The cast gets it. Spend a lot of time since. But I watched every episode, and I, you know, just like anybody had my favorites, had shit to say, I still do. But I don't know any of these people. I've been to the city millions of fucking times. I've never bumped into anyone, even though they are more New Jersey related. I don't think they live there anymore. They're like more in the bougie areas that I can no longer afford. So there's no way of me bumping into them. But I know that a lot of people in Jersey see them when they like come home to visit, and they're like areas where they grew up. So I guess they're kind of like local celebrities in a way. I do want to get to the Snooki shop one day. Snooki's my favorite out of all of them. She just makes me giggle. Like, I feel like she and I would just be like, we would just laugh. Like, I wouldn't have to say anything. She wouldn't have to say anything because I'm a fucking weirdo. I just do weird shit. I'm a Snooki. In my friends group, I'm the shortest one, and I'm fucking woo-woo. But everybody's like, whatever. That's just Lizzie. It rhymes. Snooki and Lizzie. Snooks, we need a TV show. Hello? Anyway, I do want to get to her store because I do like her style and some of the stuff. I lurked a little on her webpage. I'm like, what are you selling, Snooks? Like, not in a weird way. And her daughter's so cute with the cheerleading. I grew up in dance. I wasn't a cheerleader, but I respect gymnasts and cheerleaders. They have to flip and twirl around just like we did. You know, they had long rehearsals. Takes a lot of dedication. It's cute. So that's really all I'm going to say about Snooki, because I feel like you get the truth with her, like whatever's going on. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a fake Snooki, and I can respect anybody. I like Dina a lot. I think that sometimes she tries to play a Stepford wife a little bit and gets a little bit fake. At the same time, she's like a mom now, and she's trying to project like, hey, I'm not this boozy bitch anymore, so I get it. And so I'm not like saying it in a negative way, but I think she struggles with like, I need to look like the perfect mom and the perfect wife and the perfect friend, because I think she's afraid of a lot of backlash, which comes from Angelina's. This is going to be a part 2. I'm going to do all the ones I like in this one because I bumped my gums too long. So I'll do a Jersey Shore for the bad ones after this. I like JWoww because back in the day she was a lot like me. If I don't fucking like you and you step to me, I would fight you. Granted, I've watched that girl fight on the show. She's not very good, but she's like everybody else who's not trained. I'm a trained fighter. I did MMA, so when I watch girls fight, I'm just like, ugh. Well, this is embarrassing, but it's not their fault. They didn't go learn karate and shit. So for a non-fighter, you know, don't fuck with JWoww. For a fighter, JWoww, just sit down, because you've spent a lot on that face, boo-boo, no offense. It looks great. I'm not talking shit, but sit down with girls like us, okay? Like me. I would never go after JLo. I like her too much, but, you know, I have a feeling JLo, not JLo. Why do I keep calling you JLo? JWoww. My fucking brain injury. I guess JLo. She'd probably take that as a compliment. And I do like Sammy. I'll get into there. Sammy will be, you know what? It's not just for the bad ones. I'm just going to do a part 2 because I got 4 seconds. So, part 2, if you want to know about Jersey Shore, follow me there. Bye.